Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Uintah High School, where the Uintah Utes host the Maple Mountain Golden Eagles. Welcome to the B&D RV pregame show. I'm Mark Mason, and joining me tonight is Alan Peacock. Tonight's pregame coverage is brought to you by B&D RV. B&D RV supplies the Uintah Basin with the best in RV sales, RV rental, and RV service. Whether you're looking for your first RV or your last, B&D will assist you in your purchases. Stop in at 1570 West Highway 40 in Vernal to check out our on-the-lot inventory. And Alan, here we go. We've got a great basketball game tonight. Maple Mountain Golden Eagles here coming out to Uintah for the first time for basketball. I know they came here earlier for football. I'm looking forward to this game. You know, according to Max Preps, both teams are ranked pretty evenly. The records are pretty similar, 6-4 for Maple Mountain, 5-5 for Uintah. What do you expect tonight, Alan?
Well, I expect a good game. I'm sure Uintah's glad to be back in the state of Utah, let alone in Vernal. Back from a three-game roadie to Florida, where they played some nationally renowned teams there. They went 0-3 in that tournament. And it's the first region game. It's the first one that really counts. And I imagine both teams will be ready to go.
Yeah, they look ready. They're out at center court. The captain's visiting with the referees. And so we're just minutes away from the action. Let's take a look tonight at the starting lineups for both teams. And we'll start with the visiting Maple Mountain Golden Eagles. Looking at their starting lineup, we have Cade Polson, Jaron Hall, Sam Kronhook, Dawson Butler, and Parker Christensen. And Alan, who do we have to watch out for on Maple Mountain's team?
Well, I think Cade Polson is their main scorer. They've got some good athletes. Jaron Hall was their quarterback on their football team. If you watch that game here, he's a heck of an athlete.
Yeah, you'll remember in that game, he threw 55-yard bombs rolling left with his right hand. I mean, that guy...
Right on the money, too.
Signed Division I to play BYU, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right. In looking at their games, Cade Polson is their main scorer. And so we'll keep a good eye on them, see what they can do. Samuel Kromenhoek's had some good games, and we'll have to see how tonight transpires.
Looks like every night the secondary scorer kind of changes for Maple Mountain. Looking at the home Uintah Utes, the starting lineup, we've got John Parker, Corbin Gardner, Trevor Shirtliff, the lone senior starting there. Number 23, Colby Mason, and Dorian Walters be in the point guard position. And the Utes, as mentioned, went on a road trip to Florida. Had a rough go of it playing teams from the East Coast, but had a great time. Sure, a great team bonding moment. I want to welcome all the viewers that are joining us here tonight. We've got viewers on Spanish Fork 17 and KSL.com, and the home folks watching on VTVchannel6.com, streaming live tonight. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back for more of the B&D RV pregame show.
Are you a busy mom like me with so little time, juggling so many different things that getting your oil changed is the last thing on your mind? You won't believe this. Head to L&L Express Lane. You don't need an appointment. There's a place for your kids to play, and you can use an iPad with Wi-Fi while you wait. And here's the best part. It's all done under 30 minutes or less. Come and see us at L&L's Express Lane. People you know. People who care.
In Utah, 562 people died by suicide last year. In 3 consecutive years, 151 youth died by suicide, and only 1 was currently in treatment. What would you do if someone you knew was in a mental health crisis? Learn how to identify signs and access resources and support. Northeastern Counseling Center is offering a 1-day mental health first aid class, and it's free. Contact Northeastern Counseling for information for future classes and be part of the solution.
One of the most important aspects of injury or post-surgical recovery can be physical therapy. At Ashley Regional Medical Center, you will always receive one-on-one care from our 2 doctors of physical therapy. They also treat neck, back, muscle, and joint pain and tension headaches. They can screen athletes for muscular imbalances and treat vertigo. And they can make custom hand or wrist braces. If you need physical therapy, ask your physician to send you to the only physical therapy that offers one-on-one care.
Welcome back to the VTV high school basketball coverage here tonight at Uintah High School, where the Utes host the Maple Mountain Golden Eagles. We've got the fat heads out. The crowd is getting ready. Looks like the Ute fans are showing up in force, and it's always hard for the traveling team to match the size and intensity of the home crowd here. It's so far away. Most of them are just other players that played earlier tonight.
And that's right, or parents that travel with them. It is a long trip for them, but you know, we make the same trip many times in there. So tonight is for the student section is Canada night, and so
hockey night apparently too.
If you look at them, they're supposed to come dressed in their best Canadian gear, and you'll see them bundled up with stocking caps and hockey sticks. And
we missed one running across in an orange fat suit. Oh, there he is going across right in front of the team. And that's some dance moves. Now, Alan, I think you could go down there and match him on those moves.
Oh, I don't think so. I could probably match him on the size, though.
So here comes the teams out to do their final warm-ups before the game. And tonight will be neat when they do the starting lineups for the Utes. They have an honorary starter, Gregory Anderson, one of the students at Uintah High School, and they're going to bring him out and make him part of the team tonight. That should be pretty neat. And you know, the last couple of years they've really brought the A game with the starting lineup announcements here.
Yes, they have. Ever since Coach Hardy's been here, it's a show to watch. If you haven't been the last couple of years, you ought to come out and watch a game. They do put on a show.
And the Utes played, the JV squads played earlier, and the Eagles like to bring pressure. We're going to see tonight full court press. We're going to see quick offense. They crash the boards hard. They're not afraid to shoot the three. The three opens up the lane. And so this will be a tough defensive matchup for the Utes tonight as they're trying to match the pace and intensity that Maple Mountain will bring to this game.
That's right. Transition offense and defense are going to be very important for both teams tonight. As Maple Mountain really likes to get out and run. They like to get out and get shots before the defense is set up. And Uintah's going to have to be real conscious of that and get back on defense.
Yeah, and very physical team. And boy, you see this. This is really good. There is, there's the Shirtliff family with Trevor's fat head with the tongue sticking out. We see Dorian Walter. No, that's Alex.
Yeah, with Shumway.
Alex Foster, and then Tyrell Shumway there. There's Dorian.
Right.
There's the two Parker boys. And more hockey sticks and winter clothing. I wonder how long they'll stay with the winter clothing tonight.
Well, if they do, they're going to lose a bunch of weight.
Coach bringing them into the huddle as the final countdown begins. We're here at the B&D RV pregame show. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back.
At B&D RV, we are the Basin's headquarters on providing affordable, comfortable RVs that get you out of the city and into the woods. Whether you're looking for your first RV or your last, here at B&D, we will assist you with your purchase. Stop in today and see our large inventory.
Get out of the cold this winter and come to Affinity Sports Zone, where the fun comes naturally. We have arcade games, the lounge room, and batting and pitching cages. We offer a fully stocked snack bar and a bully-free environment where kids can come and have fun. We do parties in groups, or just bring your friends and come on down. Like Affinity Sports Zone on Facebook and come see us today.
At Moon Lake Electric, we are a locally owned cooperative with a deep history of providing dependable and affordable electric service to its customers for over 75 years. With a state-of-the-art electrical system, we are setting a standard for excellence in the electric utility industry. We are proud to call this place home, and we are happy to support our local schools and athletes. Find and like us on Facebook for energy-saving tips. Moon Lake Electric, keeping the power on.
Are you pushing the limits of riding? Are you ripping down the nastiest trails? Adjusting to the elements? Racking up the most miles? The 2016 Ski-Doo sleds. Are you riding or are you watching? See the 2016 sleds at skidoo.com.
These days, we all want more speed. And right now at Strata Networks, that's exactly what you're gonna get. For a limited time, upgrade your current internet package and get faster speeds at no additional cost for 90 days. That's right. Browse, stream, and download faster with speeds up to 50 megabits per second. Call us today to get your free speed boost. Only from Strata Networks. Restrictions apply. See store for details. Strata Networks. We connect lives.
It's given me confidence to know that I have the skills, I have the knowledge. It helps me reach one of my goals of becoming a director in the HR field.
I'm right here in my tribal community. You don't have to leave, and you're still getting a high-quality education. Students that I advise and I teach become family, and I hope that they consider me a part of their family.
Welcome back to VTV's Channel 6 production of Uintah Basin High School basketball coverage here tonight at Uintah High School, where the Uintah Utes host the Maple Mountain Golden Eagles. Going through the starting lineups right now, Jaron Hall has come out, Cade Polson, Sam Cromanhook, Dawson Butler, and Parker Christensen. That'll be the starting five for the Golden Eagles tonight. And as the lights go down, Alan, and they had the smoke machine typically. I haven't seen it yet, but they did have the honorary starter. They called him the Subway Star of the Night, Gregory Anderson from Uintah High School. There's number one, the junior starting forward, Corbin Gardner.
And now Corbin didn't play in Florida. He got an injury against South Summit and missed those 3 games.
Yeah, he had a little buckle fracture on his wrist. Pretty quick healing. Number 2, John Parker. John's a sophomore. Number 21, Dorian Walters, a junior. Sophomore. Number 23, Colby Mason. And the lone starting senior, Trevor Shirtliff, number 24. And that's the starting lineup for the Uintah Utes. And then the honorary starter, Greg Anderson, a special needs student at Uintah High School. I think that's really a neat thing that Coach Kenny Hardy's instituted here for the home games.
And it is, and it's great for those kids to get the recognition they deserve.
We had a gorilla in the team huddle. I think that's a first for me.
Yeah, he's got a hockey stick and a Canadian cap on too, so.
Canada night here, and a mustard. Is there something with mustard in Canada that I need to know about?
I'd have no idea.
Well, we might have to ask him later. So here's the tip-off. It's going to be Shirtliff tipping off against number 11, Dawson Butler. And Shirt wins that tip, so the Utes with the opening possession. Walters is going to bring the ball up the front court. Looks like they're going to be in a man to start, a little bit of a switching man. Anything that crosses, they'll switch. Utes patiently working the perimeter right now, trying to find something in the nice screen. Gardner with a nice take. Parker with the 3. Parker hits it. And it's critical for John Parker to get started quickly in these games. And there's just poor transition defense, and it's a foul and an and one opportunity, Alan. That's just bad defense.
And that's just what we were talking about before. Even after a made basket, Maple Mountain's going to get the ball down the floor in a hurry. And Uintah, I think, was trying to set up a soft pressure, and they didn't even get it set up. Maple Mountain was scoring behind them.
So Cromenhoek with the three-point play the hard way, ties the Utes, now 3-3, and that transition defense is so critical. You're gonna see the L&L Motor replay tonight. Corbin Gardner with a deep three, and he knocks it down. 2 straight threes, and the scores for the Utes they're starting early.
And this time they were able to set up their press.
This will slow down that. That's a lot of pressure on the last guy down the court. And the same thing happened twice down the court. It's a 2-on-1 situation, leaves the sophomore Colby Mason on an island. He has to make a choice, which he chooses the ball handler, which is appropriate. Easy dump off pass, and Butler 5 points so far. Gardner, nice take, misses, gets his own rebound, can't get it. He was dancing on top of Jaron Hall, worried about his ankles, traveling.
Yeah, one too many steps there.
Was that Parker, or we'll see here on the L&L Motor replay? It's good defense. It's Parker that comes in and sets and makes him take that extra step. Good transition defense that time by John Parker.
And Uintah happy to run a motion, Shirtlift posts up every once in a while, but most of the time they're all around the perimeter.
Shirtlift with a 17-footer, hard off the backboard. Walters, and there's going to be a jump ball. Going to go to the Golden Eagles. There you see the...
nice to have your point guard in there rebounding.
Strong rebound, but then a nice strong tie-up underneath. Tonight's game brought to us by L&L Motor, where they have 10 event savings going on. And there's a travel. 10 event savings going on now at L&L. Receive up to $9,000 off any new heavy-duty truck on the lot, where you have the biggest inventory of Ford and Ram all under one roof. So good defense there. Nice trap. Forces the extra step. Shirtlift is so strong. There's a ball where he's contested. He goes down and gets it. Walters with a nice take, dumps off. Good ball movement for the Utes, good patience, waiting for the right shot.
And good defense by Maple Mountain.
There's a tip ball, partially blocked, but then goes off Walters, I believe. They got that ball swung around. It was good rotation defense by the Eagles, able to get a hand on the ball on Parker's shot. Oh, and then Parker does a little bit in return. Parker with a nice block on Cade Polson. Polson strong with the left hand, goes baseline. Parker blocks with the left hand.
Just raises up. That's going to be a good match tonight, those two going against each other.
Two natural scorers on the court. Motion to set up. 3-point off the inbounds, nice tip. And you see that's Butler, and Butler right now has all 7 points. No, excuse me, it was Butler with 4, and the Cromenhoek had the 3-point play.
And a steal by Maple Mountain, again Butler.
Walters with a foul, goes in, and it nearly goes in.
Yeah, it popped out of his hand, nearly went in. They have him listed at 6'5", and very athletic.
Yeah.
And he'll be at the line shooting 2.
Eagles lead by 1 point. Opportunity to extend their lead 7-6 right now. Looks good, it is.
Left-hander puts it in.
Substitution. That's going to be Caden Anderson, number 10. He's a senior. He's one of the players they wanted to spotlight tonight. Born in Provo in 1997. Oldest of 4 siblings. Coach says that he works so hard, gives 110%, whether it's practice or a game. There's a nice spin move.
And they call traveling from the outside official, called traveling before the foul.
That's on the back side of that play. And here's the swipe down. There's a big foul right here. But if they call it traveling, that happens before the foul. Go the other way. Another 3 looks off, it is. Tipped. Maple Mountain saves it. Second chance opportunity is going to kill him tonight. Deep 3, looks good, it is. Jaron Hall with the three-pointer.
I think that was Parker Christensen on that one.
Oh, is that Parker? Yeah, number 3, you're right. Parker Christensen. Nice pass there by Corbin Gardner.
And he was trying to throw that ball inside to Colby, and it went over his head. But right there to clean it up on the backside was.
That's good transition defense right there. They forced the Golden Eagles into just one of those unforced errors right there. That's just a gift where every possession matters so much in these games. That little 1-3-1 looks for traps. Anytime you go to the edges or corners, they look to trap.
They're really extending that. And knocked it out of bounds. That's Christensen again.
John Parker and Parker Christensen, they're together. Almost looked like it went off Parker's hands, but he pulled him back just in time. Stays Utes ball. Up top, deep 3 from Gardner. It's short. Mason with the rebound put back. Nicely done. Those are the hardest rebounds to get. They come just barely glancing off the rim. You expect it to go long like that. Nice rebound by Shirtliff, tracks it down. Parker long on the 3. Gardner with the rebounds. Oh, and that was a good idea, just the bounce pass was a little bit slow in coming. Now it's 5-on-3. Eagles with the three-pointer, knocks it down. That's number 23, Cade Polson.
That was Cade Polson. He's leading this team in scoring. Scores 15-10.
Anderson trying to get it in, the Shirtliff almost does. Mason keeps it alive, Shirtliff on the ground. Ball deep, 2 Eagles down. Polson lays it up and in.
And that was a great outlet pass there by Jaron Hall as he threw the ball about 80 feet.
That's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. Tonight's game brought to us by Strata Networks. Right now is the best time to join Strata Networks and get the most reliable coverage in the basin. Going on at Strata right now, get $300 back when you switch to Strata's wireless service. And at the same time, customers can buy select smartphones and get a second one absolutely free. You mentioned the long pass. You know, he caught that rebound deep, and he threw it 3/4 the length of the court.
Yeah, that's the quarterback. He's an athlete. He's more than a quarterback. He's an athlete. I don't know if he'll wind up playing quarterback at BYU, although that's what he wants to do. Be interesting to talk to him to see what he thinks about the coaching changes that have gone on there since he signed.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a shock, although Mendenhall's flirted with it a couple of times, you know.
Now we have Shumway is in and Mason out. Turnover again.
Quick transition offense. Shumway with a big rebound. And Maple Mountain is getting to the rim so quick the defense isn't even set up. Gardner 3, hits it.
That's from NBA there. Back down the floor quickly is Maple Mountain.
Good ball rotation, inside take. Dips it off, misses it. Shumway with the rebound. He's going to, excuse me, that's Shirtliff. Shirtliff brings it up. Going to rotate it back out. Parker 3, hits it. You know, basketball is a game of runs, Alan.
It's a game of momentum.
Teams going on runs. You hit a couple of buckets. Everything goes a little easier. There's a 3 that's too long. Kicked back out.
Second chance here for Maple Mountain.
Every one of the players can shoot the 3. Every one of them has a green light to do so. Inside, double team, kick out. Looks a little long, it was. Shirtliff out to Gardner. Gardner up quickly. Nothing there.
Maple Mountain's back into their man-to-man.
Another deep 3. It's going to be short by a lot. Parker saves it into Maple Mountain. Quickly up the court, lays it up, finger roll. Nice shot by Cade Polson.
And Uintah needs to get back and get somebody in front of the ball there. That was Maple Mountain's real quick down the floor.
Spin move, banks it up high off the glass. Shumway with a nice spin move in the paint. In today's game, so few players know how to play with their back to the basket.
That's right. That's almost disappeared out of the game today. So everyone wants to go out and shoot the threes.
Kicks it out, and the only one there is Shirtleff's dad.
That's right. threw it to Dr. Shirtleff there.
Maybe my eyes are failing. It might not be done. Well, we can look here on the high definition. It is not Dr. Shumway,
no.
but someone that is almost as handsome as Dr. Shumway. Cruz Leiba's checked into the game. Leiba to Gardner. Leiba's got a open looks, passes it up. There's going to be an offensive foul. Shumway got called for that because he extended his arm. Watch here on the L&L Motor replay. He comes in on the baseline. Watch what he does with his left arm. Kind of pushes and shoulders, and pretty easy call. A little bit of a full court press look from the Utes. Going to try to slow things down. They go deep with the ball. Dump off on the left side. Made basket by number 2, Mark Mortensen, checked in for the Maple Mountain Golden Eagles.
Because of the pressure, there was only 2 people back there. And Uintah's a little tentative right now. There's 13.5 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
That's one of those precious possessions. You're down by 3. And if you can take those 13 seconds and make a basket, then you've played an even quarter. Here's an opportunity for Maple Mountain to come down. And they're so deadly from beyond the arc that in a half-court set, it's likely they can get a good shot off. Nice defense in the corner. Wow, if he makes that, I was going to be impressed. With 3 seconds left, Shumway puts it up. Misses everything, almost kills some cheerleaders, and with that, that brings an end to the first quarter here on VTV 6, where the Maple Mountain Golden Eagles lead the Uintah Utes 21-18. We're going to take a short break. We're back for the start of the second quarter.
Thomas Logistics provides a wide variety of services including fuel delivery, lubes, and oils. Pilot Thomas has experienced tremendous growth in the last couple of years with the merging of Western Petroleum and Thomas Petroleum. They have local employees that are committed to providing their customers with excellent service and competitive pricing, while having some unique services like a DEF pump dispenser at the Naples card lot. As Pilot Thomas continues to be a leader in the fuel distribution industry, they are committed to providing high-quality service to their customers now and in the future.
Welcome back to VTV Channel 6. Mark Mason and Alan Parker bringing you tonight's game. Here at the start of the second quarter, we see the Uintah Ute fans dabbing, dressed up, ready to go. That's a fast-paced first quarter, Alan.
That really was. A lot of points, not a lot of fouls. 3 against Uintah and none against Maple Mountain. And that went through. They're counting already. Uintah wasn't out, ready to go, so Dorian Walter sprints over, grabs the ball, and throws it inbounds. Almost got a 5-second call without even getting out of the huddle.
There's a man press. Parker spins, gets him off. Well, and he's trying to bait him right there. Mark Mortensen comes over, and he starts falling before the contact happens. And even though there's no call, the ball bounces off his feet and out of bounds. They give it to Maple Mountain. Nicely done. Nice take to the basket. Dump off to Jaron Hall. Jaron Hall hits the easy layup. Parker being pressed on the edge. Gets it into Shumway. Shumway, nice up and under move. Misses the basket.
Nice save there by Cruz Leiba.
Parker, he's in trouble, got trapped. Oh, nice find on Shumway. Shumway double clutch. Can't get the basket to fall, but gets a foul, so he's going to shoot free throws. That's, as you indicated, amazingly Maple Mountain's first foul of the game.
Yeah, and we're a minute into the second quarter. That was on Butler. That's his first, obviously.
For as much as they like to press and trap, surprising that's the first. Shumway just short on the first free throw. 2 points scored in the quarter so far, only by Maple Mountain, extends their lead to 5.
And this second shot, Shumway moved here from Green River, Utah last year. And just short again.
Just a little bit short, almost gets it to go. Quickly across half court and then sets up in a half court offense.
And Uintah's into a 2-3 zone now. It's the first time we've seen that tonight. A little dangerous to do against a three-point shooting team.
Does leave those corners, free throw line extended open for a shot, especially if the ball rotates quickly. Deep three, in and out. Parker with the rebound. Parker leads the break, sees he has nothing, works it to the left side. Walters attacking. Walters up, in, Shumway can't get it. Shumway still fighting. Rebounded by Dawson Butler. Up quickly by Maple Mountain. Little floater in the lane. Parker with the rebound. Parker up ahead to Leyva. Leyva by himself. They call a foul. That's going to be a foul on Parker Christensen. He was disappointed with the call. It was right behind us, so we couldn't see. Here on the LNL Motor Replay, here's the reach in, and the camera angle has about the same that we do, and he does foul and take his arm off the ball.
It does look like he came across the arm on that. So Cruz Leyva at the free throw line.
Leyva makes the first. That's his first points of the game.
And they have Cruz Leyva listed at 5'9", and that might be on his tiptoes.
His dad, Jaime, told me they did that. He put some heel inserts in before they measured him. So misses the second. Shumway fighting, doesn't get it. Rebounded by number 21, Tyler Boyack. Boyack to the corner. Swing it around, three-pointer. Mark Mortensen rattles it in.
And that's the danger of going to a zone right there. You take away the middle, but you leave the outside open.
Shumway dancing all over the place. On the left side, shoots with his right hand with a guy in his face, and somehow bangs that one in. Well done by Shumway. Could have been easier if he'd have just caught it and shot it right away.
Probably. I don't think he realized he was open.
Turned around and didn't see it. Go to a kind of a zone offense with the high post, rotating the ball around. Another deep three by Mortensen. He misses it, tipped out. Rebounded, taken to the hole. Parker Christensen.
And I think they're going to call foul here on Cruz Leyva. And
they do call it indeed on Cruz Leyva. And back into the game now, Cade Polson. Nice little arrest for him.
And he was not set, but he did take the brunt of that foul. You hate to get called for a foul when you're the one that winds up on the floor, but yeah. He was not set. That was a good call.
As you know, it doesn't matter how you get down to there, it still hurts. Boy, lost track of a guy setting screens right in the paint. That makes an easy two-point bucket for Tyler Boyack. Parker dribbling out, swings it around. Picks up his dribble. Parker on the run. Little 10-footer fade. Dorian Walters from behind the backboard comes back in, lays it up with the glass and in.
Nice athletic play there by Dorian Walters.
And his strength is his strength is his strength. He's so strong, he can go get those balls. And like you say, it's nice when your point guard is getting the rebounds and putbacks.
And Dorian's an incredible athlete, and he moved here from Georgia last year, is where he played last year. So
Parker had a good look, can't get it, and then Walters' little swipe, and it's just one of those cheap fouls that you hate to give up. That's 5 team fouls for the Utes here with 4:16 left in the second period.
Worse than that is that's 3 on Dorian Walters.
He's going to take a seat. So right now you have the two seniors, Shumway and Shurtleff. Leba's on the court with Parker and Gardner. Three-pointer up, looks good it is. Cade Polson having a nice night.
And we can see why Cade Polson's leading his team in scoring. That shot was pure.
That's 10 points for Polson on the night. It was, and it wasn't rushed, it was in rhythm. It's just nice touch on the ball. Parker dribbling through. That's the old Steve Nash place, keep it alive. Short shoots the three-pointer. Shumway keeps it alive for a second. Leba gets the steal up and in. That's just the quick hands of Shumway. And right, you can see that Cromenhoek is saying, hey, I got hit in the mouth. That's just hands flying all over the place. Nice stop, pump fake. Parker with the rebound. Put a nice, you know, if you're going to do something to Cade Polson, that's a nice thing to do. Make him take a tough shot, contest it in the lane, where he's having to do multiple moves. Shurtleff cut off on the baseline, able to get it out to Gardner. Gardner back to Shurtleff. Parker in the lane, lots of hands swiping at him. That was stolen away by Boyack. Here comes the Maple Mountain Eagles. And ooh,
Parker Christensen going in hard from the left side was fouled.
You'll see he just comes in, contact immediately, loses his legs, can't make it go.
And that's the second foul on Tyler Shumway.
Well, tonight's game brought to us by Ashley Regional Medical Center, where they are the home of the Basin's best orthopedic care. If you have broken bones, sprains, or strains, or if you have knee or hip pain, call our orthopedic specialist.
And Christensen missed the first free throw, and now we have some substitutions coming in. Butler back in, Caden Anderson back in. And Christensen will take the second shot.
Short, but he gets it to go up and over the rim and in. So Cruz Leba handling the ball here. Anderson has a wrist wrap on his left hand, non-shooting arm. Gardner kicks it out, Leba, looks good, it is.
Three-point shot by Leba, and he's been a little bit of spark off the bench tonight.
Leba's crafty. Watching him in the earlier game tonight, he would find, cut, and get through some of the seams in the defense, open up things for his teammates that you wouldn't normally see. You're right, a nice spark. Shurtleff loses track, but fortunately for the Utes, there's a miss by Cromenhoek, wide open layup.
That was a good offensive possession by Maple Mountain, everything except putting the ball in the hole.
Gardner, pump fake, he's got to travel. He gets that call on him once or twice a game. He shuffles just enough.
Yeah, see, it's more what if it looks like a travel, and it's just a little bit awkward there when he does that, and you're going to get called for traveling whether you move the feet or not if you look like you did.
4-point lead here for the Eagles. Big skip pass to the corner, three-pointer up and in. Wow. Now that's a heck of a pass.
That was.
Jaron Hall, it looks like an out-of-control pass, but instead it's a strike, and Parker Christensen just nails the three. Shurtleff takes the three, it's long. Shumway fighting, rebounded by Butler. Butler's up quickly. There's a little, oh, that's just a giant killer. Cade Polson just does a little teardrop runner, and it just rips the net off.
That's right, Tyler Shumway had set up really well for an offensive foul, and so he just did a little teardrop there and never made contact.
Gardner with three, nails it. 6-point game right now. Lost track of the shooter. He's up. It's long. Gardner with the rebound. 45 seconds left here in the period. Play for a last possession or just a good shot here? What do you think, Alan?
Well, I think you take a good shot if you get one. I think you keep working. If you get it down to about 20 seconds, so I'd pull it out and play for one. which
Anderson,
is now.
Yep. So 23 seconds left. Gardner swings it to Anderson. He's open. It's 3. Oh, it looked everything but good. 16 seconds left. Pressure from the Utes. Just a nice awareness by Butler up and then missed the layup. But the putback there, I believe it was Krummenhoek. And then the Utes make a silly turnover on the inbounds.
Yeah, trying to get the ball inbounds too quickly to get down and get a shot off before the end of the half.
Tonight's game brought to us by Moon Lake Electric, in operation since 1938, owned by the people they serve. Moon Lake is a cooperative, not privately owned. So here's the inbounds. It's going to be up and over. Wow. Talk about a silly way to go from a 5-point game to a 10-point game.
That's right. That last 20 seconds there was disaster for Uintah and allowed Maple Mountain to pull out to a 10-point lead at halftime. That's their largest lead of the game. That inbounds play, they just threw it over the top of Cruz Leyba and were able to get an easy shot inside.
So at the end of the first half, Maple Mountain leads the Utes 41-31. Stick around. We're going to be right back for the Ridgeline Motorsports halftime show. We'll have assistant coach Dr. Alma Parker here, and we'll do some highlights, and maybe you get to see some of the drill team performance as well. Stick with us, folks.
Are you a busy mom like me with so little time, juggling so many different things that getting your oil changed is the last thing on your mind? You won't believe this. Head to L&L Express Lane. You don't need an appointment. There's a place for your kids to play, and you can use an iPad with Wi-Fi while you wait. And here's the best part. It's all done under 30 minutes or less. Come and see us at L&L's Express Lane. People you know. People who care.
Get out of the cold this winter and come to Affinity Sports Zone, where the fun comes naturally. We have arcade games, the lounge room, and batting and pitching cages. We offer a fully stocked snack bar and a bully-free environment where kids can come and have fun. We do parties in groups, or just bring your friends and come on down. Like Affinity Sports Zone on Facebook and come see us today.
Are you pushing the limits of riding? Are you ripping down the nastiest trails? Adjusting to the elements? Racking up the most miles? The 2016 Ski-Doo sleds. Are you riding or are you watching? See the 2016 sleds at skidoo.com.
In Utah, 562 people died by suicide last year. In 3 consecutive years, 151 youth died by suicide, and only 1 was currently in treatment. What would you do if someone you knew was in a mental health crisis? Learn how to identify signs and access resources and support. Northeastern Counseling Center is offering a 1-day mental health first aid class, and it's free. Contact Northeastern Counseling for information for future classes and be part of the solution.
You're watching the Ridgeline Motorsports Halftime Report
on VTV6.
Welcome to the Ridgeline Motorsports halftime show. Mark Mason and Alan Parker with VTV Channel 6, and that's a fast-paced first half.
That is. There weren't a lot of fouls. Just foul trouble on one person, that'd be Dorian Walters. But boy, it was up and down the floor. A lot of opportunities for both teams. Couple of turnovers at the end. I think otherwise, you know, you're a couple of possession game here. That's right. It was about a 5-point game till that last 20 seconds. And then Maple Mountain was able to take advantage of some turnovers and get out to a 10-point lead. The pace this game is going, though, a 10-point lead is not safe.
Not safe at all. Well, this halftime show is brought to you by Ridgeline Motorsports. Ridgeline Motorsports has significant rebates going on right now on all 14 and 15 Ski-Doo snowmobiles and 2015 Can-Am side-by-side and four-wheelers with rebates up to $2,500. Come check out the all-new Can-Am Workhorse Extreme Utility Defender, towing capacity of 2,000 pounds and a payload capacity of 1,500 pounds. A new Versa Pro 3-person bench seat with adjustable driver's seat. Every Can-Am ATV and side-by-side vehicle is built with the same DNA. Industry-leading performance, precision engineered handling, and a rider-focused design. Get ready to ride with the new Can-Am off-road vehicle at Ridgeline Motorsports today. Can-Am, the ride says it all. Go see the friendly staff at Ridgeline Motorsports at 543 East Main in Vernal, or call 789-RIDE. Ridgeline Motorsports. Work hard, play harder. Well, we mentioned, you know, what happened. Now let's go back and look at the replays. We had action from the get-go, and the shooters started off right here. You're going to see Parker swings out from Walters, hits the deep three. In the very next possession, Gardner, three-pointer, right back. Parker going against Paulson, up, blocks the ball. There's a kick out with Paulson with the three. Here, it's another. Kicks it out to Parker. Parker rattles in the three-pointer, and Paulson with the drive. There's that little finger roll layup right in the lane. No one picks him up. Walters picks up the ball from the baseline, comes back in, scores, and then Leba, the spark off the bench, as you mentioned. There's that little teardrop in the body control from that young man. That was incredible.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be an offensive foul all the way, but he was able to stop his forward momentum and just teardrop it over the top and in.
Yeah, you know, that's just polish. You play a lot, you have a lot of action. Those are the kind of things you get used to as the primary scorer, and he's shown us why he's such a threat and why the Utes were so keyed on him at that time. Well, stick with us here at the Ridgeline Motorsports halftime show. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
One of the most important aspects of injury or post-surgical recovery can be physical therapy. At Ashley Regional Medical Center, you will always receive one-on-one care from our 2 doctors of physical therapy. They also treat neck, back, muscle, and joint pain and tension headaches. They can screen athletes for muscular imbalances and treat vertigo. And they can make custom hand or wrist braces. If you need physical therapy, ask your physician to send you to the only physical therapy that offers one-on-one care.
At B&D RV, we are the Basin's headquarters on providing affordable, comfortable RVs that get you out of the city and into the woods. Whether you're looking for your first RV or your last, here at B&D, we will assist you with your purchase. Stop in today and see our large inventory.
At Moon Lake Electric, we are a locally owned cooperative with a deep history of providing dependable and affordable electric service to its customers for over 75 years. With a state-of-the-art electrical system, we are setting a standard for excellence in the electric utility industry. We are proud to call this place home, and we are happy to support our local schools and athletes. Find and like us on Facebook for energy-saving tips. Moon Lake Electric, keeping the power on.
These days, we all want more speed. And right now at Strata Networks, that's exactly what you're going to get. For a limited time, upgrade your current internet package and get faster speeds at no additional cost for 90 days. That's right. Browse, stream, and download faster with speeds up to 50 megabits per second. Call us today to get your free speed boost. Only from Strata Networks. Restrictions apply. See store for details. Strata Networks. We connect lives.
Well, welcome back to the Ridgeline Motorsports halftime show here on VTV Channel 6. I'm Mark Mason, and joining me is Coach Dr. Alma Parker. And Al, that's a fast-paced first half. I liked what I saw from the Utes. How critical is it for you guys to get the shooters to make their first shots like that?
Yeah, we just came back from making some adjustments. We've got to get our point guards to penetrate and kick instead of worrying about them scoring and get into our 3 scorers. John, Corbin, and Trevor. Those are the 3 guys that we've got to get some points. We're tired, which kind of surprises me, as much conditioning as we did over the holidays. But I think the physicality is getting to us a little bit. But we don't take a couple of bad shots in that last minute. We're only down 4. And we talked a little bit about that, about the right people taking the right shot.
Yeah, it's critical. We're looking at a half, and it's a 6-point game, and you think if you score here, like you say, down by 4, a couple of turnovers, and they score 4 quick points, That's why they have a 10-point lead. I see what you're saying about adjustments. What do you expect Maple Mountain to change as they come out?
Well, I think they're going to try to put a lot of pressure on our two scorers. I really don't think they're going to go back to that zone. We made them pay early on, so I think they'll stay with a press. I think they maybe sense that we're a little bit tired. I think we're going to get a little more energy in the second half, though.
Yeah, I like how the Utes come out in the second half. It seems like Coach Kenny Hardy is able to make the right adjustments. They play quick, fast ball. They get the shooters open, and I think we can see some neat things happen. Now, Coach, tell me about the trip that the Utes just took. Kind of a new thing for the Uintah program. You went down over the Christmas holiday to a tournament.
Right, we went down there with the purpose of team building, playing some extra good competition. We played a team from New Jersey, Pennsylvania, in Pittsburgh, and one from West Palm Beach. Really, 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 really good competition. We were able to stay with these teams. We were tied, actually, with the exception of one. We were down 4 at halftime. We don't have the numbers. We're in the process of developing numbers right now. We've got 7 kids that are ready for high school basketball right now. The players that have been coming up, we just don't have numbers right now, and that's what we're in the process of building.
Building that program up. I know that Coach Hardy started the UBB, the Uintah Boys Basketball, and that's an attempt to bring those younger leagues up with some experience and get them ready so you do have the numbers.
That's right. There's going to be, I think you'll see some difference over the next couple of years, but we really depend on just 2 or 3 players right now.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. We're about to start. In fact, we have started the first half here. And so Coach Parker coming up for the Utes. A nice interview there. Appreciate his time. I know they're trying to get a game on. So right now the first possession to Maple Mountain. And we heard about some of the adjustments they would like to make. And so here is a 3-pointer quickly by Maple Mountain. They extend that 10-point lead to 13.
And that was Parker Christensen. That was second chance points. They missed a shot earlier and got an offensive rebound.
Shirtliff with a nice roll. Shirtliff gets it to Shumway. Shumway strong, misses the layup. Shirtliff gets the rebound, second chance points. Shirtliff with the shot, rattles it out. Nice rebound by Walters, misses the layup, misses the tip. And then a foul by Shirtliff. Good show of sportsmanship from Gardner. Boy, that's too bad. You know what that is? That's a 6'5" guy in your face.
Yeah, they had some good looks down there and couldn't get the ball to go down the hole. I'm sure that's just the way the Maple Mountain wanted to start this half. They come down, get a 3-pointer, get a stop, and now they're up 13 with the ball.
Ball kicked out, Walters. Checks Polson. There's a steal. They got Shirtliff setting the drive. There's going to be a foul, and that's too bad.
Yeah, that took 2 points away. Sometimes an official, you know, where it's not causing harm, because that foul and illegal play by Maple Mountain actually benefited Maple Mountain in that case. So, but that's the rules of the game. That's the way the game is played. So.
Parker with the 3. Oh, Parker the guy dives at Parker's feet, and Parker's laying on the ground. Boy, that's a dangerous play. I don't know if he got tripped. We'll see on the L&L Motor replay. He's coming around. Oh, yeah, just got pushed into him.
Yeah, and there wasn't anything flagrant about that. Jaron Hall did not mean to do that, but he got knocked over by his own teammate, Polson.
Polson was coming around and just bumped into his backside and knocked him into it. Parker hits the first.
There'll be 3 free throws on this one. It was a 3-point shot. And again, there was nothing dirty or flagrant about that. But
tonight's game brought to us by Pilot Thomas. With the merger of Pilot Logistics and Thomas Petroleum, customers can get both Chevron and Conoco oil and lube products. Misses the third. Shirtliff, active, doesn't get the board, but he's making a hard on him. There's a charge. Oh, they called it a block.
And I don't know what that official was seeing that time. He was standing there for a long time. He was trying to draw that charge. That will be the 3rd foul on Shumway. So you have two Uintah players out there with 3 fouls each on them.
Interesting. There's an inside, and that's what happens when you play the inside-out game. Is it does create that kind of wide open three, and we've got a Maple Mountain player that comes up just a little bit lame. Yeah. That's number 11, Dawson Butler. And then they had a foul up there in the corner on the trap. It's going to go against number 23, I believe. Is that right, Cade Polson?
And that would be Cade Polson trying to come up from behind and hit the elbow. A lot of hustle. I thought it was interesting about Coach Parker talking about that they were a little tired that first half. And so we'll have to see how that goes.
Off the glass, can't get it to go. Walters fighting, Shurtleff fighting. Can't get the ball, pushing it forward. It's in the hands of Hall. Hall dumps it off, kicked out of bounds by the Utes.
And that time the Utes were back on defense. Maple Mountain gets down the floor and hurry. They get down about as fast as anyone I'm sure that Uintah has played this year.
Kick out, Polson knocks it in.
And that's the largest lead of the game now for Maple Mountain.
Parker just goes right through the heart of the defense, up off the glass. Oh, that ball just kicked. It was actually kicked. There's a charge. Shurtleff takes that away. Nicely done. And that's the second time that Butler's come down out of control and ran into a Ute player, and this time he gets called for the foul.
Yeah, I think Shurtleff has a little better knack of how to fall to get the offensive foul called.
30-second timeout for Maple Mountain. Tonight's game brought to us by Northeastern Counseling Center, professionals offering hope, help, and healing. Northeastern Counseling has been providing mental health and substance abuse services to the citizens of northeastern Utah since the mid-'80s. Yeah, you're right. Shumway, all energy, all heart, but sometimes his body's not quite in the same kind of control that Shurtleff's is, you know.
Well, I think both of those last plays down on this end were identical. And one got called the block and one got called the charge. And I know as a coach that you can live with calls as long as it's consistent all the time. And those kind of things drive you a little crazy when the same play gets called two different ways.
Utes ball here. Utes down by 12 right now. 5:32 left here in the third period. Walters working right to left. Gardner spin. Gardner gets called traveling.
And he was a little bit out of control there. And he got the pass half out to Walters, but the referee said not until he'd traveled.
Polson misses. Polson gets his own. Polson with three. Knocks it in. Wow, now that is energy right there from your star. And he just cracked 20 points with that shot with 5 minutes left here in the third. Turnover, Polson with the ball. Walters takes it from him. Numbers, huge numbers, hits Shurtleff. Shurtleff gets it blocked big by Jaron Hall.
That was impressive.
And a slap of the backboard creates a whistle. Is that a technical?
And
full timeout from the Utes. So he walked over and he gave Shurtleff or Shumway 50, some kind of a call. We'll see what it is. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back after these words from our sponsors.
It's given me confidence to know that I have the skills, I have the knowledge. It helps me reach one of my goals of becoming a director in the HR field.
I'm right here in my tribal community. You don't have to leave, and you're still getting a high-quality education. Students that I advise and I teach become family, and I hope that they consider me a part of their family.
Welcome Welcome back to VTV 6. Mark Mason and Alan Peacock. And that's the way, if you're a coach for Maple Mountain, that you want to see the second half start.
That's right.
Extend a 10-point lead to 17 points quickly.
And I'll tell you, Polson has been on fire. And it's not that he just gets the shots. Boy, he created that last three-pointer all by himself. Hustling for a rebound. And hit a three-pointer with a hand in his face. That was impressive.
Here comes a trap. Shirtliff with the left hand, he draws the foul.
And that foul will be on Butler again. I think that will be his third foul now.
It is.
He didn't think he made that foul there, but way to drive in to the shot blocker by Trevor Shirtliff. You take it right at their chest. If they're taller than you are, take it right up their chest.
Boy, the free throws are short. Maybe Dr. Parker's assessment that they're tired, and he said that they ran them and conditioned them. Maybe they conditioned them too much. Who knows? With the left hand, that's nicely done.
Yeah, they've been back from Florida for long enough that shouldn't be affecting them anymore either. So.
Makes the second, nice adjustment.
And this is a critical time in the game for Uintah. If they want any chance at this game, they need to cut into this lead by the start of the fourth quarter.
Oh, and somebody lost an assignment down underneath. And that creates a fourth foul for Dorian Walters. He stops what would have been an easy two-pointer by Colton Bingham, the 6'4" junior. But there was confusion between he and Shumway. Both went with a cutter across the backside. And that could be a critical foul.
That's right. Uintah plays a man-to-man where they do a lot of switching there. And on that point, I think both of them went with the cutter, and neither one of them stayed back. So it does take a lot of communication and a lot of coordination to run the defense that Uintah runs.
Shirtliff high to get the rebound. Shirtliff's going to bring it up. Gets it to Walters. Walters. They call a block, and that's the right call. Jaron Hall was coming in but sliding when he made that. So here you'll see the slide right there, and that is the right call.
Right, he didn't take that right in the chest. He took it in the shoulder. And it was worth a try for Jaron Hall. I mean, Walters is playing with 4 fouls on him. That would have put him out. It's worth a try. But instead he gets the foul, and that's his third personal foul also. And he'll take a seat.
So in his place will be Caleb Johnson, 6-foot senior. Walters hits both.
And now they get Walters out with the 4 fouls on him. Replace him with Cruz Leyba. Now Cruz Leyba has provided a spark in that first half. And Uintah sure needs a spark right now because Maple Mountain's kind of taking control of the game.
So now it's more of a press man coverage here. They're going to try to keep right up on the scorer's face. And you can see they are running Polson around on a lot of screens, and there's a travel out on the wing. It's going to be a travel on Cromenhoek.
And he thought he was open for a 3, and as he left the floor to shoot the 3, John Parker came flying out of nowhere to block the shot, and he saw it was going to be blocked, and he came back down with the ball. And Maple Mountain is being very aggressive on Corbin Gardner.
Oh, wow, there's a lot of contact on both sides, and then they call a jump. It's either a travel or a foul on the earlier one. Gardner went down with the ball.
Right.
Here he comes, and there's the push, and this is either a travel or a foul. It's one or the other. And then Mason drives, a lot of push, a lot of shove, and then a jump. Nobody even had possession of the ball when they called jump. Gardner misses that. Mason can't get the rebound.
And Maple Mountain is playing really aggressive on Parker and Gardner right now. And I think Corbin Gardner was trying a little bit too hard to make something happen down there. It is getting really physical right now and getting really chippy right now. And, officials probably ought to take control of this.
A lot of contact on both sides. Polson switch, Gardner in his face, long rebound, boy, and it goes to Maple Mountain. And that's just...
Nice pass.
Yep, misses the bunny. Shurtleff finds Leba. Leba's gonna be on the left court. Leba, hesitation drive. Parker, three, hit it.
And he got fouled. They didn't call it, but he got knocked over on that. Nice hustle by Colby Mason.
And then they get a foul to make matters worse for Cade Polson, a foul on the loose ball on Shurtleff. So that puts the Utes on one-on-one situation, stops the clock. That's a big-time favorite for the Utes. 11-point lead right now for Maple Mountain. Tonight's game brought to us by the Affinity Sports Zone. The Affinity Sports Zone is open 7 days a week from 10 to 10, Monday through Saturday, and 10 to 8 on Sunday. They have a large party room, multiple pitching cages, batting cages. Don't let the cold keep you inside. Come out to the Affinity Sports Zone.
And Uintah's trying to work their way back into the game now. They've cut it from 17 to 10 points now.
Gamer runs, as we talked about earlier, this was the original halftime lead.
It is. You can feel the momentum a little bit turning towards Uintah. And it's been on, both teams are really playing scrappy ball. But Uintah's got themselves back in the game. Shurtleff makes both, so it's a 9-point game now.
So Shumway's going to take Shurtleff out of the game.
And
I think they want to give Shurtleff a rest, but Shurtleff was definitely a big spark out there. Shumway, he'll do his thing. Shumway's one to get after the ball. There's just one-on-one, and they call a foul on Leba. If it was a foul on the shot, then it was a foul at half court, because he had his chest right up in him the whole time, and then they call it on the shot. Leba doing his best to look like he's vertical. Short on the free throw is Caleb Johnson.
And he'll get one more. Uintah got a little smaller by putting Shumway in and pulling Shurtleff out. Let's see how that affects the boards here.
Johnson hits the second. We have a substitution. Anderson's going to come in for Mason.
And there they go, definitely go smaller there. Bring a guard in for a post player. So.
Oh no, they brought Anderson in for Gardner.
Oh yeah.
Mason's going to stay in the game. So right now you have Anderson, Mason, Parker, Shumway. Parker loses it, but they're going to call a foul, and Leba.
Yeah, and he's fortunate he got fouled there because he lost possession of the ball. But it being in the one-on-one situation now, John will be shooting one-on-one at the free throw line.
Knocks down the first. 8 team fouls. I'll be in the double bonus soon. Tonight's game brought to us by Utah State University. Start or complete your education right here in the Uintah Basin and be an Aggie in your hometown. Makes the second. Bumping down there, Butler and Shumway. Kicks it out. They're going to be a travel. That goes against Mark Mortensen in the corner. And that's the rotation defense. He has to take that step out with the rotator coming in his face.
And again, the momentum has definitely shifted towards Uintah right now. It's Maple Mountain starting to make
Oh, that's just an unfortunate mistake, and no foul here. Oh, and they call a foul, a push. It's just one of those completely ridiculous fouls.
It is.
Either you got to go foul him hard or you got to get out of his way. Nice drive by Butler. And Parker, just with a soft hand on him, pushes him, gives him a 3-point opportunity.
Yeah, that's one you either go for the block, go for it all, and give up the foul, or you just let him shoot it, but not both. That could be a momentum changer right there.
Butler misses the second. 10-point lead for Maple Mountain. 2:30 left here in the third period. Parker.
And they're really bodying up Parker and Gardner when he's in.
Leba just makes him pay. They forgot about the shooter in the corner. That's his second 3 of the night. Leyva, a big spark off the bench.
And Polson proves he's human and misses one.
Parker with the ball, being chased down. Parker up. Parker misses the finger roll.
He tried to get a little fancy with that.
Mason late on the rotation, and Butler makes him pay.
That's a four-point turnaround right there. An easy layup you should have had, and you give up a layup on the other end. In this kind of game, that's big.
Playing the pick and roll out in the wing, swinging it around. Shumway with the drive. Shumway turns, shoots, short. Butler with the rebound. Here come the Eagles. Oh, and that's just, well, there's a missed shot by Gathert Cole. Gathert Cole misses a second, and Leyva says, you're not getting a third. I like the foul from Leyva, but if they'd got the rebound, they wouldn't have had to have it.
That's right, and he just kind of gets lost right under the basket on the regular offense. He was down, and they knew he was down there, but it seemed like all the defenders went out to play somebody else and left him all alone under the basket. That's how the first shot was so open.
Third foul on Labor. Gathert Cole rattles that one in.
That's 16 fouls on Uintah now, so from here on out, both teams will be in the bonus.
That free throw, Gathert Cole pushes it back to a 10-point lead.
Shurtleff and Gardner come back in, and Parker and Leyva go out.
That's a rest where they're just trying to get him the rest right before the quarter. Makes it a nice 4 or 5 minute rest. Shumway can't get it. Shurtleff does.
Okay, the announcement is that any sticks being used on the floor during a shooter's foul line shot, those players are gone. It'll be a bench technical.
Okay, there was a warning on the student section of Uintah for banging their hockey sticks during the free throws.
Well, that's interesting. Can you bang your feet?
Well, I think feet are okay, but
hockey sticks. This is a new thing for me, Alan.
Any kind of external device to make noise.
Gardner not looking down the corner to Anderson. Anderson running the baseline. Now down to Anderson. Anderson shoots that three. It looks good. It is.
And that's the second time that Uintah's been back to within 7. Last time they did, Maple Mountain put it right back out to 10.
This is a game where it comes down to 3 mistakes. The 2 at halftime and the missed layup. This is a tie game without 3 mistakes.
Hall with the ball, waiting for the last shot. There's 7 seconds left.
Kick it out. Jaron with the drive. He hits off, dumps it, and Butler, right at the buzzer, extends it back to 9. End of the third period here on VTV Channel 6, where the Maple Mountain Golden Eagles lead the Utes 60-51. We're going to take a short break.
Pilot Thomas Logistics provides a wide variety of services including fuel delivery, lubes, and oils. Pilot Thomas has experienced tremendous growth in the last couple of years with the merging of Western Petroleum and Thomas Petroleum. They have local employees that are committed to providing their customers with excellent service and competitive pricing, while having some unique services like a DEF pump dispenser at the Naples Card Lot. As Pilot Thomas continues to be a leader in the fuel distribution industry, they are committed to providing high-quality service to their customers now and in the future.
Welcome back to VTV Channel 6, where the Maple Mountain Golden Eagles lead the Uintah Utes 60-51. Tonight's game brought to us by JCS Construction. JCS Construction is proud to support VTV's coverage of local high school sports.
Well, and Uintah's got the lead back down into single digits here before the fourth quarter started. They were down 17 at one point there in the third quarter. And so it's still a ball game.
It's critical for them to do that. Gardner, they're playing a little bit of a switch defense up here in the front. So they got 3 up front. Trying to trap, getting it out of Parker's hands. Parker with the 3, looks off, and they missed it off left. There's a tip ball. Wow, nicely recovered there by number 11, Dawson Butler. There's a tip ball in the middle of the court. Nobody on the Utes saw where it went. Butler went and got it and made a nice assist. Shirtlift drive and kicks to Gardner.
That's what Coach Parker said he wanted the guards to penetrate and then dish out to your shooters. They're being covered tightly. So
that was a nice set play there.
Wow, that was. Great pass by Parker. Great cut by Shirtlift. And it's still a 9-point game. Maple Mountain, for the first time, seems to slow down a little bit.
Gardner goes for the steal, and it's going to be costly. That puts him in the bonus.
That's right. So
now we have Caleb Johnson, number 12, shooting 1 free throw.
1 and 1.
That's one of those high-risk, low-reward plays, but down by 9, trying to make something happen. Ends up being a nice turnover for the Utes.
And the Utes may want to remember that if it's close at the end and you need to foul somebody.
He missed 1 of 2 on the previous trip and missed the 1-on-1 here. Shirtlift open for a second. They do finally get it to him. And that's a good no call. Jaron Hall, big, strong hulk of a man, takes a little bump and goes 40 feet away.
Yeah, he was trying to draw that one. My dad used to say, give him an Academy Award on that. Good acting job.
And you know, the hardest shot to hit is a little 10-footer on the baseline.
Right, when nobody's on you.
Right. I mean, and Shirtlift made it look easy. There's a nice inside pass to Butler. Butler bangs it in.
Utes with the ball down 9. Again, trying to get one of their shooters open. Maple Mountain switching on all crosses and screens right now.
Anderson shoots off the glass. Butler with the rebound. Butler. Wow, you know, all the loose balls are going Maple Mountain's way. Hall with a nice find there, and he puts Christensen in a position to succeed. He catches the short little pass, absorbs the contact, and lays it up and in. 3-point play opportunity here.
And that's the 4th foul on Tyler Shumway. And Jaron Hall's quite the playmaker. He doesn't have to score to make a difference out there. He's made some great passes. He's the one that assisted right on that last bucket right before the end of the third quarter. He's made a couple of full court passes for layups. Be interesting to see how many assists he has this game.
The Golden Eagles shooting a fairly poor percentage from the free throw line. Shirtlift, drive left, knocked out of bounds by Parker Christensen.
11-point game with 5 minutes and 16 seconds left.
Walters to Shumway. Shumway pressured by Butler. Looking for Shirt. Kind of a dribble drive, waiting for the heart of the defense to get out of position, and Shumway just loses the handle. Kick out to Hall. Hall with the drive. Hall right at Walters. Walters makes a nice defensive. It makes Hall have to adjust in the air. He misses the layup because of that, and he doesn't get a foul. That's critical for Walters, who's playing with 4 right now. Gardner. Boy, that ball needs to go bang, bang.
Yeah.
Shumway was open for a second. Walters holds it for too long. Walters with a hard foul on Mark Mortensen knocks him into the pad. Mortensen to shoot 2.
And that'll be it for Walters. That's his 5th foul. And that's kind of been Walters' Achilles heel this year is foul trouble. He's a big, strong, athletic kid. And you can see his attitude there. He's not going to give up anything easy.
So Mortensen with the opportunity to extend the lead. Right now, the Golden Eagles have an 11-point lead. Up and good. Little game of runs, down to 7. 5-point run here from the Eagles. Now lead by 12. He makes both.
And Leba now in for Walters. And Uintah is trying really hard to get Parker or Gardner the ball, but Maple Mountain is just covering them tight. 40 feet away from the baskets, they're still covering them tight. Shurtleff with a long 3, barely draws iron. And down the floor in a hurry.
Nicely done by Shumway. And then the foul, that'll put Shumway on the free throw line. Parker Christensen saying to the referee, hey, listen, he swam around me, pushed me out of the way.
You'll never get that call. When you're guarding him in the back court like that, you'll never get that call. One thing Maple Mountain doesn't want to do right now is foul and give Uintah the opportunity to score with the clock stopped.
Their next foul, double bonus for both teams. 9 team fouls each. Shumway takes his time at the line. Long on that one. Rebounded by Mark Mortensen. He gets it up to Christensen. Christensen throws it almost out of bounds. Poulsen recovers. Poulsen off his feet. Out of bounds. Ute ball. Good defense. 3:37 left. They've got to make something happen here. Mason checks in for Shumway for the stretch run. Tonight's game brought to us by Summit Family Health. Dr. Alma Parker. Dr. Parker is proud to support VTV's coverage of local high school sports. Deep 3. Good. Back to 10.
That almost should have been 4. That was so far.
I come up to the high school every morning. Mason tries to draw the foul on Poulsen. No call. Poulsen knocks it in off the glass. Parker quickly across half court. Parker into the lane. Parker with the Euro step. Blocked. Well done by Butler. Recovered by Leba. The Utes have numbers. Gardner to Leba. Leba with the giant slayer right over Butler. Timeout for Maple Mountain. That's a 30-second timeout. We're going to keep it here. Stick around for the exciting finish you saw here on the L&L Motor replay. Leba right in the heart of the defense amongst the trees with the little teardrop. Puts it in, and it's a 10-point lead with 2:55 left. And we've seen both teams go on runs.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like they trade baskets much. One will score 7 in a row, and then the other team comes back. But Uintah's down 10 with under 3 left. Uintah took this timeout. We'll see if it's to set up a pressure or get things a little bit under control now. Maple Mountain doesn't have to be in a hurry, but I think that's against their nature. They like to get down the floor and score. And yes, full court pressure now for Uintah. Looks like it's a full court man.
So Maple Mountain comes up and they bring them all into the front court or the back court, and then they try to run a fast break from there. Poulsen with the ball. Leba up, pressure, should count to 5 seconds.
And Maple Mountain is not in a hurry. They're penetrating as soon as help comes. They're passing it back out.
There's a foul by Parker. He's going to foul Mark Mortensen, put him on the line. Excuse me, I think he fouled Parker Christensen, number 3.
That's his second foul on Parker, but it's a double bonus, so he'll be shooting 2.
Down 10, 2.5 minutes left. That's about what you have to do. You have to put pressure. You have to go for steals. If you can't make the steal, put them on the line, hope they miss. Trade 1 for 2 on the other end of the court. Right there, Christensen makes the first, going for the second. Looks good. It is. Gardner to Shirt. Shirtliff fakes left, goes right, hits the little 6-footer. Pressure here from the Utes. They've got it up to Mortensen. Mortensen drives. Mason, foul and 1. That's on Jaron Hall.
Yeah, he's strong. If you're going to keep him from making the shot, you got to foul him a little harder than that.
That's just one of those things. You ask the post player to be back. He's got a choice between his guy or an easy layup. Shifts. And then he has to rotate back. There's a 3-point play.
And that makes it a 13-point game with 2 minutes and 12 seconds left. Unity to get back in this, they're really going to have to heat up from the outside, and they can't waste their time. They got to take the shots when they have them.
That was long. Gardner with a nice rebound and putback. Full court press here. Polson says, clear out, I'll take it one-on-one. Polson nearly loses the handle. Polson swings it out. It's over to Christensen. Christensen drives, hits out.
And they're just going to penetrate and throw the ball back out. They're not in a hurry to score any more points.
There's a reach around foul by Gardner. He fouls Christensen. And this is where having the double bonus hurts you. Christensen's shooting a pretty good percentage from the line tonight.
That's 2 fouls on Corbin Gardner.
Makes the first. So now they have to identify the non-shooters. Putting the guys on that are making 2, can't cut into the lead.
And I'm sure Maple Mountain knows that, and they put their good free throw shooters on the floor. They're all shooters, so. Free throws, when you're a good shooter, to be a good free throw shooter just takes concentration.
Leba, short. Shirtliff rebound, left hand, misses. Shumway, rebound, Shumway. Into the pressure. Right at Butler. Butler says he was straight up, but he did chop down on this. Here's Shumway at the rebound. Could have been called for a foul there. And there's the chop right there. Pretty clearly fouled.
Right, and I don't know why you complain about a foul like that when it was obvious.
Shumway misses the first. 12-point lead right now, minute 14 left.
That's 4 fouls on Butler.
Rattles the second one in. A little bit of confusion on the court.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. They had the 5 count going, and all of a sudden they stopped it and switched somebody throwing it in. And
that's what you want. It's in the corner. You got to seal that trap sooner. Shumway over. Shumway, one-on-one. Oh, he can't stop Mortensen. Nice layup by Mortensen. That's what you want. You want to have a mismatch. Shirtliff for 3. Shirtliff in and out. Butler in trouble against Shirtliff. Shirtliff fouled. Oh, and Shirtliff wanted that one.
He did. Almost when he took the ball away, scored, and Butler fouls out of the game.
So in for Butler is going to be Cromenhut.
I'm sure Butler thought that he got fouled when he got it stripped by Shirtliff. He played a good game.
He did.
He really a good inside presence for this team.
And one that's also able to handle the ball out in the wing and, bringing the ball up court. So kudos to that young man. Shirtliff hits the first. I didn't notice that even the cheerleaders have the...
30-second timeout.
Yeah, Canadian wear.
Timeout on the court. That's going to be a 30-second timeout for Maple Mountain. Want to thank all the sponsors that helped VTV Channel 6 bring you tonight's game. L&L Motor, Strata Networks, Ashley Regional Medical Center, Moon Lake Electric, Pilot Thomas, Ridgeline Motorsports, Northeastern Counseling Center, Affinity Sports Zone, B&D RV Center, Utah State University, JCS Construction, and Summit Family Health, Dr. Alma Parker. It's always a pleasure to do these games. We live in a great community here.
And VTV has a really good advanced thing going here. To be able to bring these games to us.
Yeah, and VTV's about to open up their new facility. They had a full timeout here, actually.
Well, no, what happened is the ref said the 30 seconds is out, and they put the ball down, and so Maple Mountain has to sprint to grab the ball, and they weren't going to get the ball in bounds, so their coach tried to call another timeout, and I have no idea what's going on now.
Well, as I said, VTV is about to open their new television studio. It's going to be a heck of a production. There's a fast break. Mortensen with the right hand off the glass.
Maple Mountain is tough to put a full court press on.
Gardner strong to the hoop. Gardner fouled.
And Maple,
for a guy that just broke his wrist, he's fearless going to the hoop.
And Maple Mountain's coach is telling his players, don't foul, stay away. The only way Uintah is really going to get back in the game is from the free throw line, and that's because the clock isn't running. And
Gardner bangs that one in.
He uses all the rim on that one, but it does go in.
I guess it doesn't matter how it looks, as so long as the end result's the same, right?
That's...
Gardner takes his time, looks good, it is. Right now there's confusion, and you can't set a full court press and then forget completely about a player, and then there's a foul out on the wing. Cromenhoek was all by himself.
Right. Somebody missed an assignment there. That's only the second foul on Shirtliff. At this point of the game, you're not concerned about foul trouble.
Well, this is the kind of game the Utes can learn and grow from. You talk about when you're in a 12-point game, and there was really very competitive on both sides of the ball. They can go back and look at those couple of 2 or 3 mistakes that swung those points at the end of the half, then, you know, a couple of missed layups. And that's a whole different ball game if it's a 3-point game with 2 minutes left.
That's right.
Pressure on. Parker, long three, misses it. Polson with the rebound. Polson out to Christensen. Christensen fouled by Leyba. And at this point,
yeah,
I think both teams should just be content to let that clock run down. The Utes still competing.
Fourth foul on Leyba puts Christensen in line to shoot the double bonus.
And Leyba has been a spark in this game.
Christensen makes the first.
Back when he was a freshman football player, I gave him the assignment to grow about 8 inches, and he hasn't followed through with that one.
Misses a second. Shirtliff with the rebound. Shirtliff brings it up. Shirtliff nearly stolen by Mortensen.
Stays with Uintah. Sideline inbound, Gardner.
VTV 6 is also covering the Altamont-Duchesne game, and Duchesne leading 30-13 over the Longhorns. We were just in Roosevelt, where the Duchesne Eagles took on the Union Cougars and won on the Cougars' home court. So that's a ball team down there.
That is. I remember many years ago when I was coaching at Duchesne. I was an assistant coach there, and we went and beat Union at their floor, and we were happy about it. It didn't make them very happy, though.
Certainly would not. So as the clock winds down to 0, the Maple Mountain Golden Eagles visit the Uintah Utes and come away with a victory, 83-69. 14-point win for Maple Mountain, and they deserved it tonight. But the Utes competed hard. I think free throws at the end, you know, makes the score look a little bit worse than it actually was.
It does, and this is a big win for Maple Mountain on the road, a region win on the road. So Uintah's going to have to go back to the drawing board and try to come out next week, play a couple of games next week, and try to get their first region win.
Well, I want to thank the high school administration and coaching staff for their coordination in helping us make this coverage possible. I want to remind everyone that DVD and Blu-ray copies of tonight's game are available. Go to vtvchannel6.com or call 781-1902 for your copy today. And Alan, why don't we do it? Let's go look at the highlights for tonight's game. We'll start in the first half. Starting early, Parker with a 3, and could have got a foul. Gardner with a 3, and they got going early. And here's a block with the left hand, John Parker on Polson. Polson kicks out, Christensen nails the deep 3. Polson, he starts his work from outside. And then Parker with another 3 off to the left side, guy in his face. Polson comes in, finger roll right at the rim, up and in. Walters with the big rebound and put back. And the spark plug, Leyba off the bench with a 3. Little floater in the lane from Polson, hits it. And then Polson off the right side with a big 3. Nice block by Hall, up to Christensen, up off the glass. And we saw that all night, the run and gun from the Maple Mountain Eagles. Leyba with another 3. Hall with a nice dish off. Hits Butler, who had a heck of a game. Butler recovers a loose ball. Hits Christensen for a layup. Way downtown, Gardner with a big 3. And then in amongst the trees, Leyba with the giant killer. And then Hall with a nice and one opportunity there with the layup.
And that's what the story of the game was. You had Maple Mountain get down the floor, getting shots up before Uintah could set up in a team defense. And like you said, I think this is a game that you can learn from. I don't think it's a devastating loss. However, you know, no loss is good, but if you can learn something from it, then all the better. And I know Uintah hope for better. But that's a big win for Maple Mountain on the road in region play. Next week, Uintah goes on the road and would like to return the favor. If I'm not mistaken, I think they play Springville on Tuesday.
They do indeed play Springville on Tuesday. Well, for VTV Channel 6, I'm Mark Mason. Joining me tonight was Alan Parker. Thanks for tuning in tonight, folks. Have a great evening.